Joining us right now, she is all the way, we are so honored to have her tonight because she's all the way from Temple, Pennsylvania, everybody. She is here joining us tonight all the way from the East Coast. She's been a great friend of Christian Media Spotlight and also Res Room as well. We're honored to have her here for our first ever Night of Hope Live and our 1000th episode tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Yvonne Hartman.
Well, hi, everybody. Thank you for that great introduction, Joe. It's been a pleasure to be out here with you for a couple of days. I came out on Wednesday and been doing some sightseeing and things. So this is a great top off to my trip. I'm going to be singing a lot of originals tonight, and I'm only going to sing 2 tracks that I'm going to wander. So I'm going to be up there. So this first one is called Walking on Water, and this is all about getting out of the boat and following God's call on your life. And this I really wrote about my ministry, about following God's call and getting out of the boat and reaching out to others for Jesus. It should be playing. It's not in my ears at all. I saw him standing there, out there on that water. It's safe where I am. What if I start to falter? If I want to walk on water and show the world of God's great love, making sons and daughters, I gotta get out of that boat. I gotta start walking on water. My brand new CD just came out a couple weeks ago, and Joe actually flew into Pennsylvania to MC my CD party. So I really appreciate that. So this next song, I'm going to grab the guitar. It's called The Moment That I'm In. Actually, the moment I'm in. Let me get detangled from the chords. And this I wrote with a co-writer. His name is Jesse J. And he is from Nashville, We met in a group called Song Chasers, which we're both members of. And we wrote this song, and this was released the day before my CD. So this was released April 8th, and my CD release party was April 9th. It was the last single on the CD, and it's called The Moment That I'm In. The Moment I'm In. Hold on. Unless I want it to play the track, which I don't want it to.
I've had one of those days when nothing's okay, and it seems like I'm falling apart. When nothing goes right, I'm losing the fight. It's a day that I'd like to restart. I feel like I'm losing my way. The moment I'm in, I'm ready to quit. It won't stop the mission I'm on. I'll follow his call. He won't let me fall. When God tells me go, I must go. To reach every soul, be sure that they're told. You could never be too far from his love. That's the moment I'm in. The whole world is watching to see what I'm doing. It's easy to stumble and fall. Too many things staining my dreams. It's surprising I'm sleeping at all. I feel like I'm losing my way. The moment I'm in, I'm ready to quit. It won't stop the mission I'm on. I'll follow his call. He won't let me fall. When God tells me go, I must go. To reach every soul, be sure that they're told. You could never be too far from his love. That's the moment I'm in. God can change the worst times into the very best. Turns the pain into joy and gives you rest. The moment I'm in, I'm ready to quit. It won't stop the mission I'm on. I'll follow his call. He won't let me fall. When God tells me go, I must go. To reach every soul, be sure that they're told. You could never be too far from his love. The moment I'm in, I'm ready to quit. It won't stop the mission I'm on. I'll follow his call. He won't let me fall. When God tells me go, I must go. To reach every soul, be sure that they're told. You could never be too far from his love. That's the moment I'm in. That's the moment I'm in. That's the moment I'm in.
Thank you. This next song is called Faith Like That, and it's based on 4 different Bible verses. The one is the woman who had the bleeding for 12 years, and she had the faith to reach out and touch the hem of Jesus' garment with the faith that she would be healed, and she was healed. The centurion that came to Jesus and had a servant that was sick, and he said, Lord, I am not worthy for you to come to my house. Just say the word, and my servant will be healed. And Noah, he had rain they had never seen before. And God told him to build an ark. It took him 120 years. People laughed at him. And he built an ark. He had the faith that God was telling him that there was going to be a flood, and there was going to be a flood, even though he'd never seen rain before. And Abraham, he took his son Isaac, his only son, and was about to sacrifice him because God told him to do that. And then God provided a ram. So this is a song called Faith Like That. I wrote this with another Song Chasers member, Sarah Betterani. And she's actually from Pennsylvania as well. But we co-wrote this song. It's called Faith Like That.
She didn't need the fanfare, she didn't want a scene. If she could only touch his hem, she would be made clean. She didn't doubt his goodness, trusting in his power, and bravely reached her hand out through the crowd. Lord, give me faith like Abraham, ready to sacrifice it all. Like Noah, before he saw a raindrop fall, to walk into the unknown. When I hear you call, I wanna have faith like that. Give me that, give me that, give me a faith like that. His servant wasn't well, he told Christ not to come. Just say the word Jesus, and healing will be done. Roman's faith was greater than many he had seen. The servant was healed 'cause he believed. Lord, give me faith like Abraham, ready to sacrifice it all. Like Noah, before he saw a raindrop fall, to walk into the unknown. When I hear you call, I wanna have faith like that. Give me that, give me that, give me a faith like that. Lord, I'm crying out, help my unbelief. Free me from all doubt, help me believe. Like Abraham, ready to sacrifice it all. Like Noah, before he saw a raindrop fall, to walk out to the end time. When I hear you call, I wanna have faith like that. Like Abraham, ready to sacrifice it all. Like Noah, before he saw a raindrop fall, to walk into the inside. When I hear you call, I wanna have faith like that. Give me that, give me that, give me a faith like that. I wanna have faith like that. Give me that, give me that, give me a faith like that. Thank you.
This next song is called When Fear and Faith Collide. And this is a brand new song, and this is the first time anybody's hearing it in public, except for a couple, like Cindy. This is the first time I'm singing this in public. So this is a song that I also wrote with the same guy that I wrote The Moment That I'm In, Jesse J from Nashville. And we wrote this song. It's called When Fear and Faith Collide. So Faith Like That is the first song after my CD, and this is going to be the second song. So here it goes. When fear and faith collide, you got to choose faith.
I was living in fear of the changes of this world, the loss and all the grief, and the shaking that unfurls, veil of uncertainty, veil of things unseen, confused by messages. I feel like a refugee. I need to trust his promises. When fear and faith collide, I choose faith. When I'm all alone, I live in his embrace. So many things in life, what can I count on? The one thing that I know, when fear and faith collide, I choose faith. I choose faith. When fear and faith collide. I choose to live by faith. His promises are strong. My life is so much better. The rock my life is on. Now in this life and in the better life to come, I worry no more. I won't come undone. I need to trust his promises. When fear and faith collide, I choose faith. When I'm all alone, I live in his embrace. So many things in life, what can I count on? The one thing that I know, when fear and faith collide, I choose faith. I choose faith. When fear and faith collide, I choose faith. When I'm all alone, I live in his embrace. So many things in life, what can I count on? The one thing that I know is faith, faith collide. I choose faith. I choose faith. When fear and faith collide, I choose faith. I choose faith. When fear and faith collide.
Thank you. Ephesians 2:8-9 says, "For you have been saved by grace through faith alone and not by works. It's the gift of God, lest anyone should boast." The song is called Your Grace, and it's based on that verse.
One more thing I try to hide. Once again, I feel despised. I try so hard to earn your love. Then I heard that's not enough. But your grace, yeah, is all I need. And your grace, yeah, is enough for me. You're all I need. Your love for me, I've been told, was so is all I need, and your grace is enough for me. Yeah. You're all I need. Holy Father, you know what I need. You sent your Son to die for me, and your grace is all I need, and your grace is enough for me. Yeah. You're all I need, and your grace, is all I need, and your grace, is enough for me. Jesus, you're all I need.
Two more? Okay, I have three more. I think I have three more. I have three more. Is that okay? Okay. I have to decide which one to count. All right. I'm going to do a song called Step It Up. And this was written with a co-writer named Josh Feda. And he is one of the artists with me on Christian Mix 106. If you haven't heard of Christian Mix 106, go check them out, www.christianmix106.com. And they play a number of my songs on the radio. This is a song called Step It Up, and it was to get, the idea was to get Christians, off the bench and get in the game. And, end times are coming, and the end of the world is coming, and we do not want to leave our loved ones behind. So this is kind of an encouragement story to get off the bench and get in the game.
Time is short, the signs are clear. Get off the bench, crunch time is here. But if we don't step it up, then everything we know love will fall away, fall away, fall away, fall away. your stand. Be afraid to take a swing. Shoot for the stars, don't tip your hand. The world needs you and what you can bring. So step it up, one by one. Step it up, we'll get it done. So step it up, one by one. Step it up, we'll get it done. Let's step it up. So step it up, one by one. Step it up, we'll get it done. So step it up, one by one. Step it up, we'll get it done. Let's step it up. Let's step it up. Oh, let's step it up. Gotta step it up. Let's step it up. Thank you. All right, so this is my last song, and this is called God's Got You. And I'm going to do this for a track, so hold on while I change my guitar here. This song was written right at the beginning of the pandemic, and so I lovingly call this my pandemic song. It's called God's Got You, because there are so many. Sorry about that. Not my guitar stand. Don't know how it works. But this song is all an encouragement to all those out there, because everybody was like freaking out, and everybody had to stay at home, quarantine, and everything like that. And this is the song, God's Got You. You've got this, because God's got you. And I'm going to come out here. I lost. Everybody lose it? Uh-oh. What happened?
I'm not sure.
It's still going, but I can't hear anything. What? Yeah, I don't know if I oh, there it goes. Start from the beginning. I must have stepped on. There it goes again. It's right there. If I step on that cord, it goes out. I'll stay here.
The world is crazy, shutting down. Keep your distance, stay at home. Can't visit loved ones feeling low. Try holding on, but be losing hope. Be bold, you're strong. This world falls down around you. Live your faith, hold on. I know you got this, 'cause God's got you. Whoa, 'cause God's got you. Whoa, out of the pain there comes new birth. Trust in God, there is a purpose. Finding ways to share your faith. Show the world where your heart is. Be bold, you're strong. As the world falls down around you, live your faith. Come on. I know you got this, 'cause God's got you. Whoa, 'cause God's got you. Whoa, all the worry, all the pain, through it all, you must have faith. There's a purpose for it all. Trust in God, He'll show the way. you. And God's got you. And God's got you. God's got you.
There was another one on there. Thank you. That's, I think. What is that?
Yvonne Hartman, ladies and gentlemen. We invite her down to the interview set, and with us as well, she is here from Pennsylvania as well. Occasional co-host on Christian Media Spotlight as well. It's Cindy, everybody. Yes, you know her from her many phrases she says on this program. Occasional musician on the show as well over our Night of Hope tenure. I know you do a bunch of different stuff with like Hope Rescue Mission, different performances in and around Pennsylvania. What has been musically keeping you busy over the last few months?
Well, most importantly has been my CD release party, which of course you attended and emceed, so that was awesome. I released my 7th CD on April 9th, and the Moment That I'm In, The Moment I'm In, was released on April 8th. So that's been keeping me really busy. I was also in Nashville for a songwriting boot camp with Full Circle Music in March. I have been to Hope Rescue Mission a couple of times already this year. I have a whole bunch of concerts coming up. So the schedule is filling up better than last year. COVID hit April of 2020, and like all of my concerts for the rest of the year were canceled, and 2021 wasn't much better. So I have a couple of concerts scheduled in July up in the Poconos area. So if you're up there, you can see me up there. You can go to my website and see all my schedule.
Actually, I've been only rooming with you for like the last few days, but I haven't actually asked you what was your inspiration to pick up your guitar and learn how to play that?
Oh my. I'll try and keep it short. I was at a church that I didn't play an instrument, and they had special music, and I had said, like, hey, I think I'd be interested in doing special music. So they put me on the schedule, and I was always getting background tracks of songs that, that I knew, contemporary Christian songs. And that church didn't like drums. And a lot of the songs I was picking, they were like, no, that's too much drums. You can't sing that in church. If you had live instruments, you could use that. And so I picked up the guitar so that I could play the songs that I wanted to play acoustically in church. And so it kind of like grew from there. And that was in about 2004. And here we are, 16 years later? Something like that.
16, don't send us back to 2020 again, please. You mentioned a lot of your song inspirations come from sermons that you hear, actually, from your church. Do you want to tell us where some of your song inspirations come from?
Absolutely. The Walking on Water song actually came from a sermon. And my pastor said that phrase, if you want to walk on water, you got to get out of the boat. I didn't know that was a popular phrase at the time, but I thought it was great. And I'm like, I'm going to write a song about that. So I wrote a song about that. The Moment That I'm In comes from a phrase that my pastor used for a sermon. And it says, don't let the moment that you're in pause the mission that you're on. And so that we wrote into a song. I have a song called We Are Due, which I didn't do today. And that was based on Micah 5 and a sermon. And it's all about that we are due, falling from heaven, raining down on a broken world. When we can form into rivers that, go into the sea and, convert Christians, people into Christians. So that's about, there's a lot of songs that come from Scripture and sermons.
I get to ask you another question. All right. What is your favorite hymn?
I would have to say, Be Thou My Vision. I love that song, and I have done it. I don't do hymns very often. It doesn't really fit into my contemporary Christian, but every once in a while I get to do some hymns, and that is definitely one that I always pick.
We are here for Night of Hope Live. Ava Gordon, Kevin Kennecker, Nathaniel Chapman, he and I, and so much more. We're only coming up on the halfway mark here on Night of Hope. Great to have everyone joining us here. Are we getting the signal that we're... Is that a thumbs up, Brad? Tell us, of course, what you got coming up. I know you got the Poconos. Is there more songwriting going on? More songs that you're going to be set to be releasing? What can your listeners and some of our viewers look forward to musically in the next few months ahead?
Well, right now, we're working on Faith Like That. I just got back from my producer on the day before I left for Seattle. So that's going to be coming out probably in about a month. I haven't really gotten it up onto the... I use DistroKid for my distribution, and I use that, and it's usually about a month out. And then after that, When Fear and Faith Collide is the next song after that that they'll be doing and producing and sending out as well. So those are the next two ones coming out. Hopefully there'll be more songwriting coming down the road, but that's kind of what's in the works right now.
All right, I'm going to ask you one other question here. Will you ever record an acoustic album?
That's cheating. We talked about that this morning.
The benefits of rooming.
We were rooming together for the last 3 days or whatever it's been since Wednesday. And we actually talked about that this morning because my set list that I did today was very acoustic, and I only did 2-track songs. And I said, I think it would be neat to do an acoustic album. And so I think I might be doing that in my future. So we'll see.
See why she's up here? She knows info that I don't even know. See?
Insider information.
The insider information that's no longer insider, yes.
No.
For those that want to continue your musical journey, find out more about where you're going to be next and things of that nature, where might they do such things on the socials and websites?
Okay, YvonneHartman.com, www.YvonneHartman.com. A lot of people spell my name wrong. Hopefully they were going to flash it up on the screen at some point, but YvonneHartman.com. I'm on Facebook, Yvonne Hartman Music Ministry. I am on Instagram, Yvonne Hartman Music. Twitter is Yvonne Hartman with an underscore because Yvonne Hartman was taken and I didn't think far enough ahead to put music after it. LinkedIn, I'm on LinkedIn, all that kind of stuff. So. She doesn't want another question.
Yvonne, it has been fantastic having you for our Night of Hope all the way from Temple, Pennsylvania. In fact, it's been awesome having the both of you here for this Night of Hope first ever week. And our 1,000th episode has been great. Having you as a participant on Red's Room and on Christian Media Spotlight, your support has been phenomenal. Thank you for everything you do and for your servant's heart and for just the honor of being here and getting to hang out with you and to know you better over the last week that you've been here in Seattle in the last few days. So thank you so much for being here. It's been a pleasure. Yvonne.